CBS News legal expert Rikki Klieman prosecuted sexual assault cases. She also defended rape suspects in court. Rikki, good morning.
Good morning.
There seem to be so many looming questions here. The first, did they have sex at all? Then you have the questions of the fact that the woman who was very emotional in court also sent emails after the fact that were very friendly to this man. How does the jury sort all this out from
Well,
here?
the jury sorts it out by finding some way to find order. And the way to find order usually comes from the foreperson. So they have 9 counts to go through. So the real question is, do they go through them count by count, which almost seems counterproductive, even though that's the usual way. The real question is this: do they decide first, did they have sexual intercourse or other penetration? If so, was it consensual? Those are the 2 big questions. So in order to do that, they have to assess the credibility of both the alleged victim and the defendant against each other.
Okay, you have prosecuted, you have done so many of these cases. Sometimes it comes down to a subjective view, right? What does it mean that the jury is, what, 9 men and 3 women?
You know, I think that's the question of the day. Here you have the stereotype is that women will support her and the men will support him. Having prosecuted and defended these cases, I think nothing could be further from the truth. You often find women who will say, I wouldn't have been me. I wouldn't have found myself in that position.
Women can be tougher on other women.
They can be, and men may be able to say just the opposite. I'm not supporting him because I know what I was like when I was 18. So the stereotypes go out the window. I'm a firm believer in the jury system. It comes about by consensus. In this case, if you look at the physical evidence, you look at the emails, all of those things can support or detract from each of them. So if I'm a lawyer, what do I want in there? I want one juror, if I'm a defense lawyer, to be able to say, the proof is on the government beyond a reasonable doubt. That's where the burden is.
Can you say what your personal opinion is? What do you think happens?
I don't know what happens. I mean, there's a compromise verdict here. If they believe there's penetration, they would go for statutory rape. If they believe that it was against her will, that is, she did not consent, then they go for the whole thing. Remember, there are other charges here. But ultimately, in this case, if he faces prison time for the sexual assault that is felonious, if he faces prison time for that, we're talking double digits. If he faces time for statutory rape, it is a misdemeanor in New Hampshire. And as a misdemeanor, he does not have to register as a sexual offender. The distinction is really huge. Now, the jury doesn't know that.
And his lawyer? Labrie's lawyer?
Jay Carney is a very good lawyer. I've known him for many years. He was the lawyer for Whitey Bulger. But nonetheless, he has bad facts. The government has bad facts. This is a tough, tough deliberation.
Rikki, thank you.